So let's jump over to manual mode versus automated mode. And these are terms I use. I am on the Omnipod 5, and I know there's different terms for this. There's the Control-IQ. There's some other different pumps and the way that they term it. And this is basically what this is that auto mode is really where the pump is deciding when and if you get insulin at any certain time. It is definitely a basal setting. Again, bolus is separate. Bolus is based on meal time and what you need to cover a meal or exercise. Activity mode, you shut it off for activity mode because you're more sensitive when you're working out. And then there is the, those variables. So that's real important to understand. And automated systems, they can be very helpful, but they may over or under correct during your hormone stages. So again, it's something to be mindful of. So why is manual mode? Why it can help in perimenopause? So it allows precise hourly basal drip. This is my favorite thing. And I went from auto mode. So when I first got on Omnipod 5 just about a year ago, I started off with the auto mode. That's what I was trained on, trying to get the algorithm to learn who I was and what I was doing. But I was having trouble, again, with my overnights and my mornings. And I continuously changed those settings. I worked on it for 6-8 months. So that's a long time to keep trying and to keep seeing how my body was going to adjust to those settings. But it was still not predictable. So I decided to go on manual mode. And I still love it because throughout the day and night, I can adjust how much of that drip I'm getting. I love a basal drip. I just think my body needs it all the time. Most of us do. And the fact that that low threshold, that I'll call it the safety zone, especially now on the Omnipod 5, right now they have that low setting. The lowest it can be set on is 110 milligrams per deciliter. And that is fine during normal times. But at night, if you're going a little bit lower than that, it pauses the insulin. And paused insulin will just cause, obviously, your insulin, or I should say your blood sugar, to go up. So to me, that was more of a roller coaster. So I would rather pick a basal rate based on when I have seen that my body needs the insulin, so how much it needs and when it needs it, and set it accordingly. Again, this could change, right? Things are always changing. But right now, for instance, I do have settings that are working in manual mode, and I'm really happy with that. So I typically wake up between 90 and 110. Again, milligrams per deciliter is how I measure that here in the States. And I'm happy with that. So rather auto mode, it was pausing early in the morning or midnight or whatever it was. It seemed to be all over the place. And it was causing more of a variable. Again, pausing insulin, I've just, unless you're in a very scary low situation, and obviously pausing insulin is a very smart thing to be doing. Otherwise, it can really backfire and come back to kind of bite you. So that's what it was doing. So that's the decision I made, and I continue to be doing that.